Hello everyone and welcome to this Warcraft replay. Welcome back to this WEL finals. This is of course game 3 of this best of 5 series. Tho is currently up to 0, so if Lynn doesn't win this he will be out of WEL. Or at least he won't be out, he'll just be second place. So obviously desperation is going to affect him, and hopefully it won't be a negative influence in his decisions this game. Although loading is kind of weird. Either way, once again we're on a different map than usual. This is going to be on Crystal Kingdom, and I'm not sure if I casted a game on this channel before, so I might just go ahead and show you around, hopefully before the game actually gets underway. Okay, here we go. Whoa. It looks like the frame rate is going to be limited. I will go ahead and fix that. Sorry about that. I found out that I was actually rendering a video at the same time. Either way, silly mistake. In the top left we have Lynn, who's going to be spawning as the red orc player. And on the bottom right we have Tho, who's going to be spawning as the purple human player. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys around the map. The openings will probably be the same, but I'll just keep my mouse on this Altar of Kings just in case, so we can notice right off the bat, kind of like Death Road, we have a backdoor entrance to the main base for both players most likely. It is guarded, or at least guarded by a green creep camp, and of course that gate-like destructible rocks, debris, whatever. Over here we have another green creep camp, 311, and nothing really difficult about these guys. I don't believe the Nubian warrior even has a special ability. We have an Archmage versus a Blade Master once again, so I don't know. Maybe Tho just likes his Archmage eye in bigger maps. Over here in the Goblin Laboratory is guarded by a couple of Tuskars. There is a sorcerer right here, so I'm not sure which ability he actually can cast. So, kind of curious to see what will happen over there. More Tuskars over here, a healer, so obviously has some heal ability right here. Nothing too difficult. I believe this is still green. Yes, it is. Let's go into the main expansion over here, which is guarded by a Berserker, a Mammoth, and just a Trapper. So, just a lot of brute force over here. Nothing really special about it. Moving on to the second expansions, we have a actually difficult creep camp right here. I believe this is red, as there is a level 8 Elder Shaman who does quite a bit of chaos damage as well. Over here we have a Fountain of Mana, and on the other side we have Fountain of Health, so it's guarded by a blue Drake and a couple of Tuskars. Trappers, so they most likely have Ensnare as well. It looks like Tho is going to start off with this expansion. Most likely will build it very soon, as his opponent will take some time to actually reach it. Blade Master did go for a green creep camp and picked himself a Ring of Protection. Meanwhile, showing around the middle of the map, we have a Goblin Merchant right here, guarded by a lot of units, as well as a Troll Warlord, providing that additional damage for range units. Over here we have a Scorpion camp. We have just flat out increase in damage with that command aura, and of course they are guarding a mercenary camp. Blade Master is going to spot this expansion under construction, and of course Blade Master will actually go after that Archmage, will chase him out, and of course go after those peasants afterwards. Will not get that killing blow, and he really needs to be careful, try not to get surrounded. Grunt will probably just run away. And of course Tho is taking those peasants' size to his advantage, and of course run them away. This peasant will be killed, but I'm not sure if it was actually worth 75 mana. Did I really introduce everything over here? I think I kind of did. There's a tavern in the middle, of course, but that's pretty much well known. that's pretty much all the camp, so I will just turn off Fog of War. Archmage. Kinda had to cough, so I had to mute my mic. Archmage is gonna spot that Blade Master going after that creep camp, but of course he was just intending to get that item, which is a +6 claws, so it's kinda good. He might even purchase another circlet. Will he? He also got himself a Staff of Teleportation, which is actually rather curious to me.
Players' forces are under attack.
Last time I remember seeing Lin going for a TP staff on the BM. He just used it once and sold it immediately afterwards, so who knows, that might happen again, but you can never be too sure with the Blade Master. Is going to run out of mana, and that is pretty much where the TP staff might be able to come in if he gets surrounded, which he won't, and will be able to retreat. Grunts. Are we going to see some long distance creeping? Nope. It looks like TP staff's going to come in, and of course we'll start creeping off at this green creep camp. Meanwhile for Lin, he is going to get himself a Shadow Hunt once again, and construct a Spiralodge Bestiary, as he is actually Stronghold tick, so yep, this looks kind of like the previous two games, but the only difference is Tho took an extremely quick expansion, so who knows, this game might have been accelerated even further if Tho actually you know, has the freedom to mine off a second base. By the way, Tho over here is going to clear out this camp, close attack +9, so the Archmage will of course look much more better than that Blade Master. But you may never know, actually. Blade Master he doesn't need the additional DPS, but of course if he did have that additional DPS, he'll just be even more crazy. Hex is going to come in from using on those peasants. I'm not sure if that is actually a wise decision. You probably should save the mana for someone more deadlier. And of course it looks like Tho is just going to carry on creeping and maybe TP in if the expansion needs it. Level 3 on that Archmage, level 2 Elementals will be trained up, and of course Blade Master is going to retreat for now. We have a Goblin straight over here. He is gathering the 200 lumber, but if he actually runs into that Blade Master, it's going to be a little bit of a trouble right here. And oh wow, Blade Master is going to TP instead, and of course save, or at least try to save his base. We might have a Hex coming in on that Archmage unless it's already used. One Orc Burrow will be destroyed. We might have another one being targeted as well, but I'm pretty sure Lin will be able to save this one. As of course Blade Master will run the human units away. Spiralink is going to be coming in on those peons, and the TP scroll will actually be used on the Archmage, so it looks like the human army will be able to retreat. And I believe level 3 on that Blade Master. So far it looks like a couple of casualties for both players. But really I can't tell who died. They were probably footmen, but we might have had 1 or 2 peon kills as well. Shadow Hunter will be reaching level 2. Archmage did spot this, but nothing to be concerned about. It's most pretty unlikely that Lin will go for an expansion. Okay, here we go. Archmage is going to take some damage, but of course we'll be able to live for a couple of more, I guess, battles. We also have a Blacksmith being placed down, probably for those upgrades, or maybe just for that workshop later on. Did not notice that bridge. It's kind of interesting, but it looks really trippy. Blade Master is still just hanging around beside that Archmage, just waiting for the right time to actually pick pick some damage off on him. Maybe he'll pick up a boost of speed, I'm not sure. There we go. It looks like the Blade Master is going to start off, and of course the Archmage will be using that TP, and of course try to cancel this expansion out. And apparently Lin was actually going for an expansion, which, I mean, it's not a bad choice, but really he just needs to force his opponent to just not have that expansion. Those desperate attempts to prevent this expansion might actually prove to be useful, as his expansion has been delayed for a significant amount of time, and it might just enable him to get the leeway he needs. And it looks like he's going to go into castle take, so we might be seeing griffins, we might be seeing knights, who knows? Double Arcane Sanctum is going to be placed down as well. Probably for, you know, those useful spellbreakers, as I guess they made a factor in game 2, stealing those spirit links and preventing damage from being reduced. Blademaster is still roaming around. Of course, he is just a very active hero. Clarity Potion will be finished, and I don't know, will he actually go after that Archmage? There we go, with a couple of hits, and of course a Wind Walks immediately afterwards. Workshop is going to be completed very soon, and Tho really needs that flying machine. Will he be able to get it out in time? I am not sure. Probably not. Blademaster is running away. Okay, Lin's expansion is halfway completed, and it looks like a Raider is going to ensnare that Footman and enable that Blademaster to kill him off. Gunpowder upgrades are being researched, or at least upgraded, and of course Flying Machine is out, and a Mortar team is going to be trained up, so the classic Castle Tech composition, Mortar teams, Knights, and maybe even Griffins, and of course the casters to support that main front. And of course this Footman is going to be ensnared once again, will be able to be killed, and Blademaster halfway there to level 4. Are we having Pillage being researched? Would definitely be fruitful to actually do so. I mean, Raiders will actually pillage some resources, but it does not look like it's going to be the case. Priest Adept training is going to be upgraded very soon, and of course that Sanctum was picked off. Tho is going to clear out this red creep camp. Will he actually go for second expansion? I'm not sure. We're going to have TP right over here. Very, very curious indeed. Probably just to get out of range of that Elder Shaman, who is actually proving to be quite a nuisance, as he does have Healing Wave, and he does have what was it? Oh man, I forgot. I saw it. Frost Nova, yeah, Frost Nova. Or maybe it was these Furbolgs, I'm not sure. The Mountain King is the second hero for Tho. He does have that health pot as well as a stone token, so if that fight ever does come, Lin will actually face some troubles, as I mean, there'll just be additional stun potential, and of course a magic immunity, so can't hex that stone. Right now we have 3 mortar teams out, and most likely number 4 will follow. Tho is just stocking up on those resources, as well as Lin. However, lumber is looking to be a problem. This red creep camp will be cleared out very soon. For about a tracker will be killed, and there we go with that Frost Nova on the grunts. I'm very anxious to see that item. It is going to be a red drake egg, so yeah, that's kind of nice as well. Furbolg Shaman as well as a Magnet Turtle Warrior is going to be hired from that mercenary camp. Red Drake versus Stone Golem. I'm not sure.
A player's forces are
It
under attack.
might as well be the Red Drake as the Stone Golem. I believe he can't really match up against our air unit. But anything could happen. This rock gate will be destroyed, and of course the Blood Mage is going to be the third hero of choice for Tho. Lynn's going after this orange creep camp. And I'm not sure which item was picked up. I'm not sure if there was even an item. Oh, but it looks like the mortar teams are going to get some easy shots off, and a Stormbolt on that Raider. Not be able to do as much damage as it should, but you know, it did just stop Lynn from retreating for a while. Flying Machine is in the air and will be able to spot that Blade Master if the opportunity arises. Flying Machine just needs to be careful not to get ensnared and picked off.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looks like this remaining orange creep camp, besides this one of course, is going to be cleared out. Troll Warlord. What item is it going to be? It is going to be a Rune Braces. Probably going to be sold off. It's not necessarily that useful against Orc heroes, as there is absolutely no magic spells except for the Chain Lightning of the Farseer and the Shockwave of the Chieftain, and of course War Stomp as well. Who will win this battle? I'm not sure. Inner Fire is going to be casted on some of the human army. We also have Knights and Spellbreakers in the mix, and here we go. Mortar teams are going after those Spirit Walkers. Spirit Walkers will be forced to go to the ethereal forms, but that is going to be risky as they will take additional damage from magic. Blade Master is going to be banished out of the fight. Stone Golem and of course a Rock Golem and the Red Drake is going to be summoned. Red Drake is going to deal that piercing damage. Stone Golem, where on earth is he? Did he get taken down so early? I'm not sure. Two Magnetor Warriors from Lyn. Hopefully they will provide the additional damage they could do. Level 4 is on that Archmage. He does have a potion of invulnerability. Level 2 is on that Blood Mage and will be able to siphon mana as well. TB scroll is going to come in from that Archmage, so the human army is going to get well, that was not a TP scroll? Holy, okay, that was very confusing. Either way, it looks like Tho is just going to keep on fighting. Not sure how well this will actually turn out. Militia is going to come in from the back. However, the Red Drake from Lyn is just dealing the necessary damage to push these guys back. And of course, the real TP scroll is going to be coming in. And I seriously did not know why he didn't activate the TP scroll earlier. I don't know. I mean, heavy losses from both sides, but I think Lyn just got the bitter end of that fight. Siege Engine is going to push in against this Orc base, is going after that Bestiary, will force those peons to actually repair. And it looks like Tho is going to get destroyed right here. Raiders deal additional damage to those Siege Engines, so you gotta be careful when you're going for an engine push. Looks like both raid creep camps have been cleared out. I still have no idea which items were picked up. Looks like it was a mana stone, so I guess it's kind of alright. This raid creep camp is going to be cleared out. As it looks like that Elder Shaman was the only one focused, so that might have been the reason. Was that level? Level 3 on the Mountain King. Not as high as I would have thought. Red Drake actually needs to be used. I'm not sure if this is the most efficient way to use that guy, but oh well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lyn is sitting on 80 food supply while Tho is sitting on 78. Both players do not want to go for that high upkeep just quite yet. What was that? Level 2 armor for the Orc army is going to be researched. And one mortar team will be picked off. Level 5 is on that Blade Master. Will we have a TV scroll coming in? I don't believe... Oh, we do have a TV scroll on that Archmage, but I'm not sure if it's going to be used to jump in, as he's just going to run in there. Flying machine is in the air, but it is nearly destroyed, so needs to be careful, as it looks like he will be able to be taken down. Will he? At least send one of those Spirit Walkers to attack that thing. I mean, seriously, it's a lost opportunity right here. Oh my god. Otherwise, Spell Steal is going to be used to, of course, steal that Spirit Link. Mountain King is going to give that Storm Bolt to that Blade Master. But he does have an Ankh of Reincarnation, so he will be able to resurrect if he gets taken down. But of course he also has a 15-second invulnerability potion, a Scroll of Healing, and a Greater Healing Potion, so Blade Master is just so much more careful if he actually gets picked off. Right now, it looks like we only have one mortar team available for those, so I have no idea what happened to the others. Reveal's gonna go off on that Great Hole, probably from that Arcane Tower right there, so he is aware that his opponent is getting a second expansion. However, Tho is getting his own second expansion as well. Lin did leave that Mercenary right here, most likely for the Mercenaries himself, but needs to be careful. We might have a Stormbolt coming in. No, we don't. Lin's army is on the move. 4 Magnetor Warriors. I'm not sure if that's even worth it. Either way, we have a army supply of 85 versus 88, so we're gonna have a big fight right over here. Let's see how this will turn out. Spirit Walkers are forced to go into their ethereal form. Siphon Mana is on that Blade Master. He will not be able to windwalk out of there, but he does have those sustainable items. Hex is on that Mountain King. Mountain King is going to be taken down at level 3. That is going to be a big play in this fight, as the Mountain King was sorely needed in this particular battle. We also have a Knight coming in, and Frost Armor is going to be casted. Siphon Mana is going to drain mana from one of those heroes. And of course, Spellbreaker is going to be taken down. Knight is going to be ensnared. We have Mortar Team Fire on top of these guys, but the Spirit Walkers that take additional damage will not be able to do so, as they are currently in ethereal form. They're now in their corporeal form, and they will now take physical damage. Many more ensnares are coming in on those units. Will be picked off one by one. Mountain King probably needs to be revived very soon. We're going to have Priests, and of course Spellbreakers being taken out. Banish is going to be used to save these human units, and of course spells will be amplified on them, so those Spirit Walkers will deal additional damage. Level 3 is on that Blood Mage. Will we have level 2 Siphon Mana? Will we have a level 2 Banish? I'm not sure. Flame Strike obviously would be very helpful as well, and it looks like Lin is going to be pushed away from this fight, which I was actually very surprised about. Okay, it looks like Lin is just sticking for one more night, but the Banish is going to save him. And here we go with another engagement right here. We have 2 Magnetor Warriors with 900 health available to be tanking. But will that be enough? Banish is on that Blade Master. We might have Disenchant right there, but another Banish is going to be coming in. Another Furbolg Shaman is going to bite the dust. And slowly but surely, the focus fire from Tho is, I guess, making a play. Level 6 on that Shadowhunter, but he does not have the mana for that big bad voodoo, so it looks like TV Skull is going to be used and forcing retreat. Smart move from Lin right there. He would have lost much more than, I guess, his opponent would. Okay, so both players have 3 bases. They're looking, I guess, rather fine on terms of resources, but They just need a better army, in my opinion. Level 5 is on that Archmage. Mountain King probably didn't get that much experience from that previous fight, as he was pretty much dead. Blood Mage obviously proved to be very resourceful. Banished to both save and, of course, take out people. We have, wow, so many sorceresses actually for Tho. We also have 3 mortar teams and a couple of militia. They will be able to attack those peons.
A player's forces are
And I don't know. Okay, so expansion didn't really pay off for itself. We might have an engagement right here, as this fountain of mana is going to be valuable for Lin right now. He does have enough mana for a big bad voodoo, but I'm not sure if he actually took that as his ability. What that pretty much does is renders every nearby orc army, orc unit vulnerable, but it will leave that Shadow Hunter pretty much vulnerable himself. However, he can use invulnerability potion as well as the big bad voodoo. Blade Storm's coming in from the Blademaster as well. He is level 6, but how will that factor into this fight? Stormball cannot be used as he is actually mana immune during that time. Thunderclap is going to be used as a bit of AoE damage as well as the AoE slow. TB Scroll from Archmage is going to save those human units. Wow, I did not anticipate the Blademaster would also be level 6, but apparently he is. Still, I would really much like to see Big Bad Voodoo being used. Okay, we no longer have a flying machine in the air, but I guess missed opportunities are just meant to happen. Either way, army supply 83 versus 76. Though is currently a little bit behind, but he does have those militia too joining on the fight. But we also have peons over here, most likely just for that spirit link. Or are they just going to move on to that expansion? Flare is going to be used to notify the army. And ivory towers are going to be placed down. Magic Sentry is researched, so they will be able to spot that Blademaster. Stormbolt on the Blademaster, but I don't know. He will be able to mount a siphoned, and of course, kind of surrounded. Disenchant on the entire human army. Disenchant taking care of those elementals, but will that be enough? Shadowhunter has yet to go for a big bad voodoo. I'm not sure if he even has that ability, but there is undoubtedly some hesitation from him. As you know, once you go for that big bad voodoo, you're pretty much enrooted, and of course the human army can just retreat to a safer position. Archmage is ensnared, but he does have that invulnerability potion available, so he will be able to run away safe and sound. Of course, we have so many mortar teams and sorceresses for Tho. Just Focus Fire is just amazing for him right now. Siphon mana on that Shadowhunter, but oh, I thought he just had that mana potion, but apparently he did not. Level 4 is on that Blood Mage. Another mana siphon from that on that Blademaster. We do not have an incoming Blade Storm anytime soon, but he does have that sustainable items right there. Will it be enough? I'm not sure. As it looks like both orc heroes are going to be drained of mana.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blood Mage probably should transfer some mana to that Mountain King. Probably does need it. Or maybe he can give it to that Archmage. I'm not sure. Either way, mortar teams are going to go after that Great Hole. And we'll soon be able to destroy it if he actually takes this down and prevents a further expansion. That will be pretty much one of the main sources of income for Lin. Oh, a mortar team is actually trapped. Very sorry about that. Um, let's see the upgrades actually. Blade Storm's coming in, just to mention that, but it will not be able to do as much damage as it should. Blade Storm unable to get through that banish as it is a physical ability instead of a spell ability. And we have a incoming fighter over here. Spirit Walkers are pretty much the main composition of this army and will force Lin to give the GG, and that's pretty much game. So Tho is going to win the second standings of WEL 2013. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.